Hello, Africa. This is Sci Tech, and I am Ignatius Ano. If you're one of those panicking about whether robots could soon replace you at work, maybe this news could provide a big relief. And if you're not, perhaps it's something worth considering. A robot shop assistant was hired and later fired from his job within just a week. Why? He could not understand customers, which is a big part of the supermarket chain business everywhere you go. The robot called Fabio was being put on trial at a supermarket in Edinburgh, Scotland, in an experience run by Heriot-Watt University. Reports say Fabio, who was programmed with directions to hundreds of items in store, initially won over customers with his "hello gorgeous" greeting and offers of hugs. But within a few days, it was noticed he was struggling to understand customers' requests because of background noise. For instance, when asked where to find a beer, he would just say, "It's in the alcohol section." He was then sent to an aisle where he was only allowed to offer samples of pulled pork. But while his human colleagues tempted 12 customers to try some of it every 15 minutes, Fabio managed just 2. Shop manager said people began avoiding him because he could not just help them, and so he had to be sent home in the box in which he came from. Interesting. And interesting though, his colleague human assistants, who many thought would feel threatened by the presence of robot Fabio taking over their jobs, were rather moved to tears when he was whisked away. To some other stories now, and the debate on the efficiency and the overall global acceptance of Bitcoin may be far from over. The cryptocurrency also featured heavily at the just-ended World Economic Forum in Davos. A Nobel Prize-winning economist has described Bitcoin as an interesting experiment rather than the future of the financial system. Discussing cryptocurrencies in a panel discussion, Robert Shiller thinks the world is just overemphasizing Bitcoin and that the digital currency must rather be broadened out to blockchain. Robert Shiller is an American Nobel laureate, economist and best-selling author who currently serves as a Sterling Professor of Economics at the Yale University in the United States of America. In 2013, he jointly received the Nobel Memorial Prize in Economic Sciences with Eugene Fama and Lars Peter Hansen. Let's take a listen to him now.
So I tend to think of Bitcoin as an experiment. It's an interesting experiment. It's not a permanent feature of our lives. We're overemphasizing Bitcoin. We should broaden it out to crypto, toward blockchain, which will have other applications.
And Robert Shiller was not the only skeptic about Bitcoin. Others on the panel also said Bitcoin does not count as a currency. They said, quote, "Cryptocurrencies do not meet criteria to be called money. They do not store value. They fluctuate and they are not a stable rate of exchange," end of quote. Meanwhile, Ghana's central bank has announced that trading and using the cryptocurrency Bitcoin in the country is not legal because it is not recognized as a legitimate form of currency. The governor of the West African nation central bank, Dr. Ernest Addison, told a news conference that the necessary regulations to support the use of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies do not currently exist in the country. And so I reached out to Vice President in charge of marketing at ICOWatchlist.com, Emmanuel Tokumbo Dako, for his reaction to this development.
I believe that the Bank of Ghana or the Central Bank of Ghana should possibly take the steps of other progressive central banks like that of South Africa, who are currently engaged in an experimental phase such that they've had some blockchain-based startups such as Ban Ki-moon in a sandbox where they are studying using that startup and another one as a case study to understand better what blockchain technology is so that they can develop applicable policies and regulatory frameworks that would help actually foster innovation within the space rather than bring up policy.
Meanwhile, this might not be the world's largest cryptocurrency theft yet, as debate about the digital currency goes on. One of Japan's largest digital currency exchange, CoinCheck, has reported a loss of $534 million worth of virtual money in its hacking attack on its network. And that's all I have for you by way of Sci Tech right here on Africanews. I am Ignatius, and thank you for watching. Good day.